sorry, coach. I thought you was to. Oh, you have one. Um, this is the last press conference of the day here in Alexandria. This is the post-game press conference for the match Tunisia-Egypt, with Egypt winning 71-67 and qualifying for the World Cup 2023. We have Tunisia coach Herman Kunter and Omar Obada. Coach, to start with, commiserations on this, your first game in charge of Tunisia with the loss. Your assessment of this game, please. Microphone, please.
It's working? Yeah, good. Okay. I think first half it was a decent game for us. We make some mistakes. Our problem was the defensive rebound. We gave them 22 offensive rebound, means that it's a big difference. The difference is 11 offensive rebounds. And also, our free throw shooting is, for that level, is very low, 55%. Of course, there is a frustration. We come back, but it was a little bit late.
Okay, I'll pass the word now to Omar. Omar, 3-4 years ago, you were in a similar, different situation with Tunisia almost qualified for the World Cup. Now the situation is completely different. Can you compare those situations, that moment that you were in 2019 and that you are now, 2023?
Yes, that's true. We are not in the same situation. We are not qualified. We have our back in front of the wall. So we only have a choice is to win tomorrow and then the game of Senegal and the game of Congo. I think today we did a really good job, except some moments in the third quarter with the young team. We have to know that we changed 7 players comparing to the other window. So we don't have a choice now. We have to recover and play better tomorrow. We have a chance. We just have to keep focus and do a better job.
Coach, Tunisia was 19 points down at some point, but in the last seconds of the game, you still cut down to 2 points. Can you just talk about that comeback, that process of coming back from such a big margin?
We gave a lot of energy. We didn't give any offensive rebound. We didn't turn the ball over too much, like we did especially third quarter. We turned the ball over a lot. I think total we finished with 15, but I think the third quarter is all like 7, 8 turnovers in the third quarter. The last part, we didn't make any turnovers. We grabbed the defensive rebound. We tried to push the balls. We were close, but also the free throw percentage was 55%. Like as Omar said, we are trying to rebuild a team for the future. A lot of guys are taking important roles. Today, I'm not satisfied for the young guys, because I was waiting. I was expecting much better aggressivity, much better intensity from them. But it's normal. It's their first game, and it's an important game. We play the host team. So I hope tomorrow we will have more energy. 40 minutes is not enough. You have energy for 7 minutes, like you said. 7, 8 minutes is not enough.
Absolutely. Coach, and how can you, regroup and take your team back mentally for the next two games?
I don't think they are, we have experienced players, young guys, they must be hungry. And I think tomorrow they will be better, I hope.
You had a successful career in Europe for many, many years. This is your first time coaching in Africa. What are your impressions? What have you taken from this, your first game on Africa? So I'm talking about official games.
There's a good competition. Maybe underrated because the teams are not participating into the big tournaments, but I think there's a quite good competition. Very physical, very physical. But maybe some missing. Bad choices, that type of things can happen more here. But there are very good athletes. They can run up and down. They can jump. They must play more and more games. And I think, far as I understand, far as I saw today, there's a tough competition, very tough competition. Physically, everybody must be ready. If you are not ready physically, you don't have any chance. Today, for example, we weren't ready. We lost our concentration, our intensity, third quarter, and we lost the game. So, but I think is every day, especially our young guys, gonna learn. This is important. Of course, the best way to learn is winning and learning. After losing, it's very easy to learn. And to learn, and to see your mistakes. But it's like this. This is reality. The young guys cannot be the next day major players. They must wait their round, their tour.
Omar, Coach Kanter just mentioned that we expect a little bit more from the younger players. You, as one of the most experienced players on this Tunisian team, what is your message? What is it you have to tell to your younger players to step up a little bit?
First of all, we have to know that if we win, we are together, and if we lose, we are together. So there is no young and old. There is most experienced and less experienced. So there is some players. It's the first official competition for them. We just have to help them with positive advices. We have to encourage them because they have really good potential. And our coach already told them in the meeting that if they are here, they deserve to be here.
Absolutely.
So today, maybe one player didn't play good. Tomorrow we can help the team to win. And like I said, we are one team. We win together and we lose together.
Okay. Before we finish this press conference, Coach, I'm going to ask you if you have any comments to add to the.
No. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. We are waiting for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to play at 4:30, so we will have less time to rest. So we will go back to hotel, and trainer has a job to do on our players to get massage, get rehab and whatever, and we will come back here and be better game tomorrow. We are expecting. Thank you.
With that, we conclude this press conference. Thanks very much, Coach. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. get started. Coach Roy Rana, congratulations on his historical win.
Thank you very much,
Egypt
yes.
qualified for the World Cup after 71-67 win against the reigning champions Tunisia. And congratulations. The floor is yours, please. Your thoughts on this moment.
I'm just so happy for the people of Egypt, our fans, the federation, our players. I mean, they've been incredible in their support, their commitment to try and make this process, a successful one for us. And so I just have a ton of gratitude. It wasn't an easy game. We didn't expect it to be an easy game. This is Tunisia, but we found a way to win on our home court, and now we can, obviously look forward to tomorrow in our final game. But we're relieved. We know we're going to a World Cup. Feels good.
Absolutely. 4 or 5 months ago in Monastir, Egypt beat the reigning champions Tunisia 67-61, which was a major booster for your team. And now you repeat that win again. I mean, talk about this moment for Egypt basketball and what it means for you as a player who has been playing for the national team for so many years.
I think it's huge. If 1 year ago you tell us we'd be here with 2 games to go, I think most people won't believe that. It's great for Egyptian basketball and for ourselves, for the coaching staff, for the medical staff, for everybody to do with Egypt basketball. This is huge for us. We're very happy and thrilled, but the job is not done. We still got a game tomorrow. Cameroon beat Congo by 30 today, so tomorrow's going to be a tough game. And of course, the last game against South Sudan, there's no question it's going to be a tough game. So job not done, but absolutely happy for myself, teammates, coaching staff. We're thrilled.
Coach Juan, can you just take us through those 8 seconds of the game when there's a technical?
Yeah, it was a strange one. I mean, I called a technical, I called a timeout at the table, and I basically gestured that on the make I wanted the timeout, and then, there was a foul call, so I said, can I take it? Then it was all kinds of confusion, so then all of a sudden we weren't awarded the free throws, and then we took the timeout, and then I guess we were late coming out of the timeout. We weren't warned about this at all during the game. It was very unusual, but in the end, it didn't matter. Whatever was thrown at us, we talk all the time about our resilience and our mental toughness, and I thought we were able to overcome all of those challenges.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys had a 19 points lead at some point in the game. All of a sudden, things swift completely for 2 points with a few seconds left. What was the mindset? How did you guys regroup in time to?
I mean, Coach always tell us London Caster, which is unbreakable. I think that's the identity of this team. About a year and a half or 2 years ago, we played against the same team. We was up 20. We ended up losing by 15. So in Afro Basket. So I think that's what the huge thing to tell about these guys and Coach right here. So I think we're resilient. We're way more together now. Our best player Austin didn't have a big night today, but we still won against a great team. Mokram was the MVP of the Afro Basket. The last one, Omar Abeda was the best point guard. So this is a big team. This is a good team. So we're very thrilled that we won by 6, by 20. It's a win. We need to work on a lot of things, but we're happy with what we did today.
Did that game in Kigali cross your mind at some point, saying, "Oh my God, there is again"?
Of course. I mean, I think that's why we've been really good lately. We learn from our mistakes, and that's of course props to Coach and the coaching staff that we learned from that loss. We didn't foul as we did there. Of course we could have done a better job, but we did enough job to get the dub today, which secured the World Cup qualification.
Yeah, I just want to add something to this, because I think, if you look at this game closely, I mean, they went zone. We had a ton of open threes, and we just missed. We just missed really good shots, and sometimes that happens. But a credit to the team that they never stopped, they never gave up, they never got under their skin. Mentally, we're tough enough, and that was the difference. It really was just shots weren't going in, but in the end, when we needed to make our shots and make our free throws, we did.
Coach, I think you're familiar with my next question, which is about the mentality that you have implemented on this team since you took over almost a year and a half ago. Can you just take us through again? And apparently you guys now have a motto for the team. Can you talk about all that?
Yeah. Well, you know what? When I was looking into the opportunity here, very quickly, I was very impressed with the talent that Egyptian basketball players are very, very talented, and you know, I saw an opportunity because I think the difference was that, you know, they beat themselves a lot, right? Lots of undisciplined fouling, very emotional, at times imploding on each other, and there was a big mental aspect to this. So, you know, one of the things that we did was we came up with a word, which was lan nankasser, which is unbreakable, and we lived that, you know, and we constantly spoke about that, and we constantly showed that, and we made that our word, and we stuck to it, and I think it paid off. I mean, you know, Ehab's a very emotional player. Today, he was unbelievable. He made great decisions down the stretch. He kept his emotions inside. It's those types of things that help great teams. And for us, it's been very good.
You've been in that situation before. You've helped a few teams, Canada qualify for the World Cup before. Can you just compare those moments, the situation in 2010, 2019, and now with Egypt? Can you compare those moments?
Yeah, 2010 was amazing because it was my first time on a senior team staff, and I was with, you know, Leo Routens, and we had this magical run where we beat Dominican Republic. And then 2019, obviously, I led Canada through the windows. Again, incredible experience, and I think that experience was super helpful here because I kept sharing with our players that, you know, this doesn't get done with 12 players. I'm not sure how many we ended up having in our windows, but it's close to 30, and so it's a combined effort. Although 12 players were on the floor today when we clinched, this is about 30 players helping us get here. So that was really helpful. It was a surreal moment. And then obviously I had that run with Germany in the Olympics, helped them get there. So, but this one's really special because, like Ehab said, I don't think anybody thought that we could do it, and except us. You know, and when I took the job, I said, this is a team that can do it. And hopefully, you know, and not hopefully, the boys believed it, and here we are.
Absolutely. Just before we finish this press conference, Ehab, can you talk about these numbers? I mean, I look at the statistics, and I mean, we cannot overlook these 50 rebounds for Egypt compared to Tunisia's 32. Talk about that. I mean, how did you guys come with that plan? Do you think that was fundamental for the game?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they got one of the best players in Africa, as I said, Mokram. He was very tough to guard. Asim was in foul trouble early on, so it was kind of tough. But I think we dealt with him the best we can do. Made him play one-on-one, and yeah, I think he didn't hurt us as much in the second half. We did our adjustments, so yeah, we got the job done, I think.
Okay, before we finish, Coach, would you like to add anything else, or we done for today?
I mean, just again, an incredible thank you to everyone in Egypt. We feel the love, and you know, I'm just so happy to be part of this, and so happy for these players because they've done so much to get here, and it's a joyous moment, and we're going to celebrate for a little bit, then go back to the hotel and prepare for tomorrow.
Absolutely. Okay, with that, we conclude this press conference. Thanks very much, Coach.